This tweet from someone expressing his heartbreak and speechlessness at the execution yesterday of someone called McLaughlin is a bit misleading. The tweeter, whose name is Zachary, categorically states that poor Amber was never convicted by a jury. What Zachary doesn't seem to understand is that some women do terrible crimes while they are inhabiting a man's body. We know this because a man has told us, so it's obviously true. Here is the man. His name is Josh Jackman. And at the time, Josh Jackman was working as a journalist for that very prestigious and reputable academic journal called Pink News. So yesterday, McLaughlin, who, because of the inhumanity of the penal system, was still inhabiting a man's body, even though he had been out as a woman for at least 5 minutes, was executed by the state of Missouri for murdering a woman he'd previously been in a relationship with. And how appalling is it that they used his real name in a press release? Don't they know that it's a dead name? It's expired. It has ceased to be. It is an ex-name. It is as dead as McLaughlin is now. So disrespectful. Oh, okay, it was 3 years ago that Amber actually announced his womanhood, which, as a man, he had every right to do. Again, of course he was a woman, because he was a man and he told us he was a woman. Oh, but how awful having to keep his gender identity a secret through some 15 years of incarceration in a male prison and all those failed appeals or whatever he had to go through before he found the courage to start living as his authentic self. Contrary to the lies people are posting, by the way, Amber did not rape then murder his ex-partner. No. In breach of a restraining order she got against him, Amber stalked her, stabbed her to death, and then raped her lifeless body, as an afterthought, I suppose. And then he tried to give her a dignified burial in the Mississippi River. But he couldn't manage it, so he left her lying on the bank. And contrary to what Zachary tweeted, Amber was indeed convicted by a jury of first-degree murder, forcible rape and armed criminal action, but they could not come to a unanimous decision on whether to impose the death penalty, so they handed that decision back to the judge to make. It seems some people don't agree that the best way to deal with a sick-minded murdering brute is to have the state stoop to the same level of brutal depravity. Well, not quite the same, of course, because Amber wasn't sentenced to having his corpse raped post-mortem. And even that act of kindness, I suppose, of sparing his victim the experience of being raped while she was still alive, merited no clemency from the judge. At least we can thank the media and many other social media commenters, including my sister Handmaid Cheryl Crow, for showing him the respect of using his preferred pronouns. That must make his victim's family feel really good. I tried to do the same, but unfortunately calling Amber she, well, it just made me gag. Ta-ra, Scott, under his eye.